Hey y'all, we're making raised beds. Come along.
Hey y'all, Mr. Patient here at HomeHeritageways. So what I'm working on today is some raised beds so that we can get some vegetables planted. Here at the Heritage Homestead, we don't have a lot of ground space. So with that being the case, we've chosen not to till up and have a garden area, so I'm making raised beds. And these raised beds are pretty simple to make. You can go back to some of our other videos when we lived in Middle Tennessee, and you can see these raised beds that I made there. And basically all you do is you buy an 8-foot sheet of tin, you buy 2x4 8-foot long pressure treated lumber, and you're basically making panels. So what I'm working on today is the long panels, and the way this works, these particular ones are going to be a little over 2 foot tall, but I'm going to make some more where I will cut the tin in the center lengthwise and have shorter beds for taller plants. So today what I'm working on is the side panels for the 2 long raised beds that we're doing. And basically all you do is you just buy the tin, buy the 2x4s, and now I've got them, my 2x4s under my tin, and I'm just going to start screwing them down the length. Once I get the length screwed down on the top and bottom, then I'm going to flip it over and measure my distance between my 2 boards and cut other boards and put one at the end, one at the center, and one at the other end to help stabilize the panel. So once I get all of that done, I will have one completed panel. So we're getting our raised beds set, And one of the issues we have on this piece of land that we have is it's not level. So what I'm trying to do is I'm wanting to have a 2 foot, at least a 2 foot walkway around the beds and between the beds. And I want it to be all on the level. So what I'm having to do is I'm having to dig down to set these beds, and then we're going to dig out around the beds and throw it over in them to help build it up, because we've got a lot of building up, especially in the taller ones. And we're having to dig out about 9 to 10 inches on the high side in order to get everything on the level. So that's what we're doing. So we've dug it out, we've got it set, and I still have to put one more panel on this one before it's ready. And then what we'll have to do is we'll have to dig out for the next tall one and basically do the same thing. But as we're working our way towards the low, we won't have to dig out as much. But one of the issues we're running into as well is we can show you a picture of what we're digging, and the dirt is extremely rock, and it's got a lot of rocks in it, so it's really hard digging. So I mean, we've been out here working for about 4 hours, and we're just now getting the one set because the digging is so hard. But you know, that's what happens. Things don't ever go just as you plan. There's always kinks, and you just have to roll with the punches. So that's what we're doing.
Right. So it wouldn't be so difficult if you had flat land, is the point.
Flat land, you just build your boxes and set them and go.
At the other house, did you have to do any kind of leveling, or I don't guess you did, barely?
It's an entry to the tops.